to, does anyone need some, because I know when you drink wine, if you haven't had anything to eat today, I do have meat and cheese and crackers if anyone needs anything before we get started. You can grab some of those if you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a cheesy bruschetta dip and a peanutty brownie, which you can smell the brownie is already cooked. So I cooked that ahead of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on the toppings. We're going to mix peanut butter and cream cheese and brown sugar together. That's going to spread over top of the brownie. And then we're going to melt milk chocolate chips and drizzle that over the top. And it's pretty good. Does everyone like chocolate and peanut butter?
Who doesn't like chocolate and peanut butter?
There are some people. There are some. But for the majority, yes, we like peanut butter and chocolate. Okay, on the cheesy bruschetta, I want to show you guys this product right here. Have any of you seen the Rock Rock? How many of you have been to a paper shop party before? Has it been recent? Okay, so it's been a while.
Just hosted one a couple weeks ago.
Did you really? Did you online or cooking or?
No, I had somebody come.
Did you? Who was it?
That's where I went, because I got hamburgers.
I don't remember. It was somebody, my husband's coworker had done a catalog party, and so we booked off of her, and she came out, and that is spectacular.
It's amazing,
yes.
Isn't it? Have you cooked with it yet?
I haven't. She used it at the house, and like microwave chicken, and it was spectacular. We had fajitas.
Awesome, isn't it?
It was amazing.
Okay, good. I'm going to talk to you more.
It was very impressive.
So hold some of those thoughts, because I'm going to ask you about that. Okay, so this is our Rock Dutch oven, okay? And it is made out of a clay, and it has a ceramic glaze over the top of it. You can cook with it on top of your stove, so things like soups, chilies, stews, that kind of stuff, you can cook right on top of your stove. And what I like, let's say I'm making chili, I can brown my hamburger right in it, and then add the rest of the stuff. I don't have to cook, brown the hamburger in a skillet, and then, you can just do it all right in here, because this will act like a skillet on the bottom as you're cooking, okay? But you also can use it in the oven up to a broil. So it'll go super, super high temperatures, okay? I made a s'more cake at my party a couple days ago, and with a s'more cake, you make the cake mix, and it takes 4 minutes in the microwave to make the cake part, and then you top it with the marshmallows, and you put them in the broiler until they get nice and toasted or set on fire, whichever one comes first. That sometimes happens. They're highly flammable, by the way. So you got your marshmallows, and then you crush up graham crackers, sprinkle those on the top, and then drizzle milk chocolate. And so you got basically a cake with some s'mores on the top, and it's pretty amazing. But so it goes very, very high heat. It also goes on your grill. So my husband will do beer brats in here, and so he'll do the brats and pour beer and put some fresh garlic in there and just let it simmer out on the grill, and then kind of sear the brats on both sides. And so that is really a very good recipe he likes to do, and along with veggies and just all kinds of stuff. So if you like to tailgate, or if you like to go camping ever, this is a great piece to take with you, because you can literally put it, like on your campfire stove thing that you're cooking with. Or if you're going tailgating, you can do all kinds of stuff out there on your tailgate. Now, this piece over here, let me see if it's, while we're talking about this Rock Crock, I'm going to show you the Rock Crock grill stone. This is also a fun piece that you could take tailgating with you, because you could do French fries on this while you're cooking, chili and that or whatever. But it's made out of the same material as that Rock Crock right there. Both of these will go in the dishwasher. Okay, so if you're because do any of you own our stoneware products at all? Anything stoneware? So with stoneware, that it's not dishwasher safe. You can't just throw it in your dishwasher. But because of the ceramic glaze that is over top of the clay, you can actually put these in the dishwasher, which makes it very nice too. So this will actually go up to a broil, and will go out on your grill. So if you want to do broiled shrimp, or if you want to take whatever, and throw, if you're doing a bunch of veggies and a platter of veggies, you can take that out to the grill and do it out there as well. Okay, and then when you're done, cleanup is just throw it right into the dishwasher, okay? So it makes it super nice and easy. But I want to talk a little bit more about this grill, and you have one of these recipe books, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, since she's had 3 parties, I figured I probably printed one off for her already. But this recipe book is for the Rock Crock, and you actually can use it for the Deep Cover Baker as well. But with the Rock Crock, this recipe book is split up into microwave and oven. Okay, so she was talking about microwaving chicken. Now we're doing the cheesy bruschetta dip, so there's not actually chicken in this recipe, but a lot of my parties, like we'll do Mexican margarita parties or fajita margarita parties, and we'll do the margaritas in the pitcher, and then we'll do the chicken and the peppers and the onions, and it only takes 14 minutes in the microwave, okay? Crazy, isn't it?
It was crazy, and she did that plus the grill pan, whatever it was, and I liked that chicken better. It was so moist. It was really good. I was like, microwave chicken? No, but it was my favorite of the two. She used the square, like, grill pan. What was
Like griddle.
The griddle.
Does it go on top of the stove?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so you like
So we did both. We did chicken in it and we did chicken in that, and that was really good, moist,
Isn't it
fully
amazing?
cooked chicken.
So when you look at this, and trust me, I used to be on your guys' side before I was a consultant. So I went to parties, and I remember my very first party, they cooked chicken in the microwave, and I was like, did she really just put chicken in the microwave? I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I was like, okay, that was actually pretty good. And then I've been using it for 5 years, and it is so good. I remember the very first time that I made a pork tenderloin in this. My husband had made one on the grill the week before, and he looked at me and he goes, are you seriously cooking my pork tenderloin in the microwave? And I was like, yes, just bear with me here. Let's see how this is. We haven't made one on the grill since, because it is so moist and tender. When I cook that pork tenderloin, and that recipe is in here under the pork section, it's called 10-minute pork tenderloin. So you take your pork tenderloin and you put it in here, and I love our smoky applewood rubs. All of our rubs are gluten-free. So I sprinkle that over there and then put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, slice it up, and then I get Hawaiian rolls. And there's actually a homemade barbecue sauce recipe in here that's only 4 ingredients. It's very good. Did you get this recipe book?
No, but I think I will want to have one.
It is awesome. So my host, I always give my hosts the recipe book. That's why I asked her if she had one, because I actually have one on my cart. But because that's just something I always give my hosts is the recipe book. Because if you get this product, I want you to know what to do with it. And so what I'll do is I can also email you this recipe book too. And it has 150 recipes in it. And bear with me, like look at mine. You can tell this puppy's it's been used. I use this thing. I use it all the time because they're such quick, easy recipes. We actually made chicken and rice, and she was here. Chicken and rice right before you guys got here for my family, because they're at soccer practice now. And so you actually take a box of rice-a-roni, and this is under the chicken section. It's called chicken and rice. So you pick your flavor, whatever flavor you want of your rice-a-roni. So we did, I think, the cheesy rice or whatever it is. So you put that in there with your water, and you just place your chicken on the top. And you put it in the microwave, and it took 20 minutes in my microwave. And then I used the salad choppers. Have you guys seen the salad choppers? Okay, they're in my dishwasher because I did just use them. I'll show you because we're not going to actually use these tonight, so I want to show you what they look like. Okay, so they're double bladed. Okay, so when I was getting all the chicken, I just put the whole breast, just laid them in there with the rice and the water, plopped it in. When it was done, I just took my salad choppers and just shredded all that chicken right in there with the rice. I didn't have to take the chicken out and shred it, do any of that. So when we do the fajitas for the fajita margarita parties, we'll place the onions and the peppers in the bottom with the chicken on the top, and I'll just wedge it. I'll just wedge the peppers and onions and not shred it up. And then at the end, once it's all cooked, I take these and chop it all the way to the bottom, shred the chicken, the onions, the peppers, everything. Okay, so these little guys right here, they're pretty amazing. So that pork tenderloin that we were talking about, if you don't want to slice it with your Hawaiian rolls, you actually could shred it up. So you could take your pork tenderloin and just shred it into pieces, okay? I had one of my parties a couple years ago. I remember her husband was cooking a bunch of meat on the grill. He was just smoking it because it's kind of a couple's party. So the guys were out there by the grill and they were smoking all this meat. He's like, hey, let me borrow those things. And so he came in and he shredded all of his pork, everything he had up there. He came in and he got these and was able to shred all of it up. He was pretty impressed with them. So I sell a lot of those salad choppers. Do you have salad choppers?
No, Haley's mad at me because I haven't purchased those yet. Because they're her
Because she
favorite.
has to chop
When we
stuff
did
in her
So
house.
does it chop or does it slice or does it shred?
Chop.
It shreds.
Shreds. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I meant. When we did the salad in a jar, she got to use them, and she's been mad at me ever since.
Since you didn't get them there. So they are actually called salad choppers for that reason, because you can't use them on salad. I just use them so much on meat. But you can, if you have like a romaine head, you get the romaine heads of lettuce, you can just go right down the romaine and it'll shred it up. Or even your head of lettuce, it'll just shred right up. But even your bag, sometimes that bag lettuce has the bigger chunks. And I've even heard of moms sticking these in their purse and taking them to like Olive Garden to shred their kids' pasta with them. I have not done that, but I guess you could take them anywhere and shred up anything if you want to. So, but this recipe book is split into beef, pork, chicken, non-meat, and dessert. Okay, have you guys ever had the lava cake? Yeah, she's like, yes, I have.
Lots of pampered chefs.
Okay, so let me tell you about the lava cake because I have one on hand a lot. Because you never know when you know, someone might just stop by for, you can throw in a dessert real quick. So what the lava cake is you just get your box of chocolate cake mix. You mix it up with your eggs, oil, and your water, pour it in here, and you plop the frosting on the top. And so you just plop it on there, put the lid on it, put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and that frosting is going to melt all the way through and make a molten lava at the bottom. So then you scoop down into the lava, you got your vanilla ice cream. Have you had the lava cake?
Yes.
10 minutes.
I was just thinking.
10 minutes to 7, yes.
I also have done it with like regular chocolate icing for the lava, and then we top the whole top of the cake with German chocolate icing. It's really indulgent.
The death by chocolate.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
so good.
yeah, and what I do too, in here it calls for 1 jar of frosting. I actually use 2 jars of frosting because I got to the point where I was feeling bad because the first few people that dipped down, all of that molten lava gravitated towards their pieces, and then the people at the end were kind of scraping for the frosting. But if you use 2, it like swims in this molten lava. And my husband likes to scoop down, get his piece of cake, put his ice cream on top, and then get some more lava and drizzle that over the top. So if you like lava, then you may need 2 jars. But if you don't like chocolate, then you can do like spice cake and cream cheese and strawberry. I mean, you just pick whatever cake you like, and then you can do the fun sparkly ones if you want. So. But so what I use this for the most, I cook in that thing probably 4 to 5 times a week, honestly. Because it is such quick, easy meals. So obviously we're at soccer practice, right now my family is, and so we have soccer practice Tuesdays and Thursdays. We teach church on Wednesdays. We have life group on Mondays. So every night of the week there's just something going, and we got to the point where we're like, okay, are we gonna go through the drive-through? Or are we gonna go, get something that's like $50 a pop every time we take our family of 5? Because I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2.5-year-old. So I stay very busy with them during the day. But so I use this a lot, and I use it, multiple times a week. So what? You're laughing.
She has 4-year-old twins and a 5-year-old.
Who?
Not me.
You're like, so yeah, honey, you got nothing. But so I use it because you can also do in the beef section there is meatball subs. You take your frozen bag of meatballs, pour your jar of marinara sauce on there, put it in the microwave for 12 minutes, stir it up, you have your hoagie buns, your mozzarella cheese, and it took 12 minutes to fix. Have your side salad, dinner's done. Okay. So if you're like, man, but I primarily cook in the oven, okay, well that's why there's oven recipes. So there's a roast recipe that can be done in the oven, or there's one that can be done in the microwave in 30 minutes. So just depending on your time, that's what you're gonna do. Now it steam cooks it, so it makes it super, super, very, very moist, which you can say. And I know that you've made chicken and stuff.
I have 2 of those. I
So you
use
use it.
them almost
What
every day.
all do you use yours for?
Everything, anything that I make in any other pan, I've made in that. I've made like a lasagna type thing in it. I've made casseroles, meats, side dishes. I've done all the chicken with the peppers and the onions and everything.
Yeah, and what I have found is that even like that broccoli cheese casserole that used to take 30 minutes in the oven, one day I was like, I'm just gonna try it in the microwave. Reduce the time to 15 minutes, and it was perfect. And we haven't had one in the oven since because this steam cooks the rice so much, it was so much fluffier. Sometimes when you put it in the oven, it gets kind of crispy, on the top, your rice does. But in here, it was so moist. My husband said, don't cook it in the oven again. It is way better in the microwave in 15 minutes. And so it's just stuff like that where I've just kind of experimented things that I do anyways, just cutting the time in half and trying it quicker. So it's really, really saved a lot of time for us. Now, there is 4 sizes. This is the Dutch oven size. There is one that's half as tall, and I have it if you want to see it. It's half as tall, and then there's one that's a casserole size, and then there's the big Mama Jamma, and it's the XL. It's 2 times the size of this one. Okay, because some people look at this and they laugh and they go, that's not going to feed my 4 teenage boys. That size is not big enough, So they went with a bigger size for those people that have 7 kids and twins and all of that. And you have 4?
I have 6 kids.
Okay, so you may need the Mama Jammer size. You may need the big one. So, but yeah, so I do. I love this, and I use it all the time, so I like to talk about it. Now, one of our new pieces that just came out in the catalog this month is the Rock Pot Warmer. Okay, and it's like a crock pot base that you can actually set right down in here. Okay, so this does all the heat surfaces, but that was the only part that was kind of lacking, was being able to do the crock pot side of it. So now we have this base that you just set it in there. Okay, so when I did roast on Sunday, I let my roast cook overnight in my crock pot, just like you would, you know, a regular crock pot. So it sat in here, I turned it on low. And then what I did was when we were ready to eat and I wanted to make my gravy, I took my roast and my carrots out, and then I just picked this up and set it on my stove, and then used my cornstarch and water to thicken it up and made the gravy right in this. I didn't have to put it in another bowl or anything, I just cooked it right in this. My husband has also made chili and stuff, and we weren't quite ready to eat, and so we just grabbed the base, set it in there until we were ready to eat later, okay? So and this actually, when you buy these two as a set together, you get this at half off, okay? So as opposed to being $60, it's only $30 when you buy the set together, okay? So that's a kind of a cool thing that they did, because I think they know that people, you know, they may use this. After we use make our cheesy bruschetta dip, I'll actually set it on this just to keep it warm while we're eating it and stuff. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to do a couple stations.